So my dude's Valkyrja. Today I want to talk about Xinyan. Well, not really Xinyan. I want to talk about more about Dehya, my planned team for Dehya. I have a weird take on what I'm going to do with Dehya, and you might be looking at this team like going, what in the world is he cooking? Because I have been in front of the oven for a little bit now, baking, because if you don't know, Dehya has genuinely pretty high ult multipliers whenever you add everything together between the potential amount of punches she can do and all that. And I don't want to go into the multipliers specifically because they may not be entirely accurate to release, so I don't want to talk about them until we know official information. But just know that her ult has a lot of potential to actually hit decently hard, specifically in a mono pyro setup. Now, the one downside to this, before anybody says anything, is the fact that overload is actually a factor inside the team. However, I have heard along the grapevine that Dehya has really terrible internal ICDs, or ICDs, which makes it pretty good to go with overload, because then overload won't proc so often. Ain't that a damn shame? I'm so sorry about your balloon. But anyways, let me explain the thought process and let me explain the idea. So I haven't leveled it yet because I haven't decided if I want to try to like slap on maybe Song of Broken Pines on her to try to help out a little bit, but she doesn't really need normal attack speed and definitely doesn't need physical damage bonus. Maybe an Unforged, maybe give her the Wolf's Gravestone, rip it off to Luke. I don't know exactly what all I want to do with her yet. But I do know that Akumaru, for the plan that I want, is actually a viable option, because the way this works, I can get up to 80% increased elemental burst damage off of this weapon alone. Then I have her potentially on Emblem of Severed Fate. Now, granted, this build does not have much energy recharge, but Emblem of Severed Fate to get a little bit more energy damage, or a little bit more elemental burst damage, to try to maximize the burst damage entirely. And then for the team, I have Raiden Shogun. Raiden Shogun is going to exist to apply her skills, so you can get 0.3% per energy. If her energy cost is the same at 70, then that's a 21% ult boost. Kazuha here to go ahead and buff up Pyro, and then Bennett here to be Bennett. Yeah. So I'll have Pyro Resonance, I'll have ult buffer, I'll have Pyro damage percent increase, and then I'll go ahead and have Emblem of Severed Fate with Akamaru to increase ult or elemental damage bonus percent entirely. Or ult damage percent, yes. I just want to increase the burst percent as high as I can. And I know a lot of people are going to be looking at this going, this sounds terrible. And you know what? I agree with you. Building a character into an ult bot to run into an ult bot team does not sound like the best, but I'm going to be real. Dehya's not looking to be the best right now, so I'm going to do the best with what I can and what I believe might be the best way to make her the main damage dealer. I'm not trying to slap her into a team and have somebody else do the damage, very similar to the way I built Aloy. I built Aloy and I put her in a team. I even summoned for units to best make Aloy succeed, not to make the team succeed. I've seen so many people run Aloy as an energy bot, and you just run Sack Bell on her to generate energy for Eula. I've seen a lot of people use her like that. I didn't want that. I'm going to make Dehya the star of the show, so I'm running this potentially awful team and this potentially awful setup in an attempt to try to make her a high damage, high burst JoJo character that's going to just run through stuff. Hopefully pretty well. Anyways, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.